Well, it looks like Nigel and the police's reprimanding of our team for trespassing and potentially tampering with evidence was cut short. It looks like the dead body of Dawn Savage, Marjorie Melbourne Blaze's dog walker, was also found on the estate. Well, the good news is that Max was bailed out by Marlena and is going to be released shortly, so he'll be able to join the team of sleuths. But the bad news is that after our team crosses Dawn Savage's name from the list of possible suspects, they'll be back to square one. Well, let's see if they're able to find any other leads in the mansion's gallery. The gallery features miniature paintings of all of Marjorie Melbourne Blaze's dogs.
Look how tiny they are.
Don't worry, their barks are still big. It's the picture that got small.
Be serious. If the dog walker didn't kill Marjorie Melbourne Blaze, then who did? Nigel has an alibi, remember?
I think Marjorie's dogs are somehow linked to this murder. The vet told me that the stray dog was poisoned by antifreeze, and it turns out that that dog wasn't even stray. And also, the veterinarian told me that he found out the owner's identity by tracing the microchip that's planted between the dog's shoulder blades. And that dog belongs to Primrose Crump.
Primrose?
Yes, the breeder said the dog was trained to be a diabetic and dementia alert dog.
That doesn't make sense. Primrose didn't seem fazed at all by the dog's death. And trained alert dogs aren't cheap.
Well, maybe she didn't want anyone to know that the dog was hers. And maybe that's why she killed the dog walker to hide her secret.
Let's be sensible. Surely the dog walker, of all people, would know about the dog. Besides, keeping a dog like that a secret defeats the whole purpose for having one in the first place.
Well, then maybe the dog was intended for someone else, like Marjorie Melbourne Blaze.
Oh, my gosh, I think you're right. Earlier in the office, I noticed a glucose monitor in the top drawer of the desk and an empty prescription bottle for metformin. Hypothetically speaking, of course, if Marjorie had type 2 diabetes, she could have had dementia, since research indicates that people living with type 2 diabetes are, on average, more likely to develop dementia than those without diabetes.
I also read how women with diabetes are twice as likely to develop vascular dementia compared to men, so it's a strong possibility.
Oh, my goodness, this is so overwhelming. How on earth do people manage both conditions?
By being organized, of course. It's so crucial to help your health along, especially in Marjorie's case with diabetes and dementia. For instance, the sheer volume of medical supplies from test strips, lancets, blood glucose meters, and alcohol prep pads, or glucose tablets or other sources of fast-acting carbohydrate can drive you nuts. Without organization, you're liable to misplace something you need, really need, at any given moment.
Wow, I can see how being organized if someone's in with dementia would make sense.
Especially when there are multiple caregivers involved.
Okay, so if she had that much help, then why did she need a diabetes assist dog?
Well, you see, diabetes assist dogs, like the dog that died, are trained to monitor smells for a specific scent related to rapidly dropping or low blood sugar levels. Marjorie's memory loss most likely hindered her from knowing when she was experiencing a high or a low, so her dog was trained to alert her, usually by touching or by nudging her in a significant way.
Wow, now I can see why she had so many unpaid bills.
Oh, and let's not forget, most diabetes alert dogs require a significant investment unless you're willing to learn to train your dog yourself, but that takes a lot of time, energy, and expertise.
And how much money are you talking?
Anywhere between $8,000 to $20,000.
So let me ask you, why would somebody poison a dog worth so much money if you're desperate for money?
To cover his or her tracks. Okay, Patricia, why is a dog like that helpful for someone with dementia?
Well, a person with dementia can't remember where things are. So their assist dog can be trained to follow commands like find the keys or the phone or find the object and bring it to them. And if someone goes for a walk and feels lost, they can lead their owner back home.
Without her alert dog by her side, Marjorie might have been lost and wandered up onto the roof.
But she was on the roof alone at precisely the time that she was supposed to meet our very own Max. And that wasn't a coincidence. I'm telling you, that was totally set up. And the killer must have known that Marjorie had dementia and diabetes.
But she could have easily fallen into the pool all by herself. Why shoot her? The killer must have really hated her.